This is episode 6, part 1. Welcome to Stay In Podcast, a podcast to stay from stay.
Thanks for joining us for episode 6 of our podcast. We have been abandoned, so it's just me and Stray Cloud here tonight. People are busy, I know. We'll probably have more people on when it starts getting cold. And see, I've lost all my stuff today. Oh, there it is. I found my scissors. Last week we talked. No, not last week. Episode 4, part 2, we were discussing about a lot of different things. Although right now at this moment, I can't remember what any of them are. I think pretty much the only thing we've put in ground floor this week is the news, 2 days of which I forgot to do, and I can't find now because they're gone. I put the Three Racha performing at the Citizens Festival. They did amazing. I'm glad I didn't go though.
I know they were talking forever, and I felt so bad for the people that were in the rain.
Oh, that was horrible. I mean, even with like rain stuff on, they were still freezing to death and everything. And I was just like, oh man. Stay Shop. I know Kim was posting about an artist that she does commissions through. She said she only charges $25.
I was looking at that.
Her stuff is really good. I think she is a digital artist, so she does it on like a tablet or something, and then she ships you the it's not the card, but she ships it, she emails it to you, and then you have to take it and get it printed up somewhere, which is why she can do it so cheap, because she doesn't have all that shipping and printing stuff. But her stuff was really good. Did I put it in the Stay Shop? I did. I shared Kim's TikTok that she was showing it in the Stay Shop. And like I said, her stuff is really good. Then I had another person I had talked to, and she finally got her Etsy store up, and she makes like buttons, and she does cups and things. I don't know exactly what she does with them, but they're super cute. I found a couple of things in there that I'm going to be ordering soon. And then of course all of the Scuzz made merch, some of which you can find, most of which you cannot. And there was a new I need to put it in there, a new template for their PCs for the fan meets, the third fan meet, I think, the one with their pilots or whatever. I need to get that in there. I haven't, like, I kept it for myself knowing that I would probably never get any of these sets, but no, I am getting a set. I ordered a small ID card set. Where did I order that from? I haven't gotten it in yet.
I'm pretty sure from the JYP shop, because that was where they were only selling them at the time.
No, this was like one of the Japanese things I buy stuff on. But I bought the little, and they're the little tiny ID card things, but maybe I should check into that. I'm not sure where I bought that or where it's at.
Yeah, I found a lot of the stuff from the pilot merchandise off the JYP site, and it was like the shipping alone was like over $200. I spent like $400 something.
Yeah. I guess we'll just go ahead and jump right into Stay Care.
Let me see. Okay, so this week's words are honorifics.
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 Yeah.
I was asking about the other one. I forgot about this one. It's a Korean culture values a respect for elders, and this is reflected in the language to honorifics. Idols use these terms to show respect to those who are older or higher status to them, and fans use them as well to refer to older idols. Men will refer to women as nona, older sister, and men will refer to women as or men as hyung. Uh, oh, that's cool. So I actually looking into that because I was like trying to, since I'm planning on a trip to going to South Korea, and I was like looking into like the difference, digging more into their culture, and it's actually really interesting on how like serious they take it and how they like use it. Because I was told like if you're younger, when you shake someone's hand, you got to use like both hands to shake their hand, or
Oh,
what is it that you're not allowed to drink uh facing an someone older than you. You have to turn away and drink. But I
really?
think, yeah, a lot of that was really cool. Like I'm like, you know what? That's pretty interesting. Like I can't wait to go and actually like experience that or see about it, especially since they take it so seriously. One of the first questions that they'll always ask is how old you are. So that
Yeah.
way they can know how to address you.
Well, somebody that we all know and love got canceled because he was talking about that. So,
I know that was stupid, but
yeah, let's not go there.
I know. I know.
It's Sunday. Let's not get angry.
Not a good way to start the week.
Yeah.
Um, the next word is kube. People new to an industry and usually younger than you. It's a newbie.
Oh, so it's
Kube
like
is
it's
a
like a Sunday, but for someone younger than you. Okay.
yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh, so this sound. Oh, there's a sound. I don't know about that one. Adjective line. The word line is used to group together members of a band who are similar.
Would it be like dance racha, vocal racha, stuff like that, maybe?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, that makes sense, but it says together members of a band who are similar. Yeah, I think maybe that's how companies form their groups. They
Yeah.
use like objective line or whatnot.
Yeah.
Another word is akio. I
Hate
like
that.
Penguin is like a master at that. He uses that a lot. It
Benny.
always,
He's the
yeah.
Aggio master.
Channy, when
What?
he uses it, I think it's both like hilarious and adorable. Like I don't know why. Like normally it's cringy when I've noticed boys do it, but they're just so cute when they do it.
Felix really likes to do it too.
Yeah. And Han doesn't even need to work to do it. He just does. He just is.
What?
But it's just a cute display of affection, often expressed through a cute voice, changes to speech, facial expressions, or it refers to a cute display of affection, often expressed through touch. I'm assuming. The next word is hyung. It means older brother. I was actually when I was teaching my daughter how to speak some parts of Korean, she was learning about the family members, and they were saying how hyung means older brother, but it's only towards if you're a male. So if you're a male, you use hyung to refer to them as older brother, but if you're a girl, you refer to them as oppa. So.
Really?
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I guess that's why most of the time you never hear a female actually like call the boys like Hyung or anything like that. They'll be like Oppa or something.
Huh.
It said it's often used between younger and older members of boy bands. It says one example is BTS Jungkook, who often calls RM, who is 3 years older than him, Rapmon Hyung. But it's just an affectionate term. So most of the time, in the groups, you're pretty close with your members, so you will like think of them as brothers or sisters or whatnot. So every time that you hear them say hyung, it just is showing affection.
Yeah.
I know most of the time, like when people do hear that, they just think it's because it's referring to someone older than them out of respect or anything like that. But if you respect them, you normally call them by something else, I think, right? Like
I
just
would think
by
I would think so. It's just weird how they have it, and yet they still call the youngest the Macne. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they have like all these different things.
Next is the Mesa Memories. This one, there wasn't a lot like going into it. It was just the members moving into the dorms that weren't already living there, like Hyojin, Sungmin,
Oh my
Lino,
God.
Bangbin, and Woo.
Felix trying to move all of his stuffed animals. That was just freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it was cute. They tried to move like stuff out of the rooms, like their personal effects, so that way they wouldn't. When the members started choosing the rooms, they wouldn't know whose room they're choosing until like they walk into the room. But like it's a nice surprise, so that way y'all will be surprised. Um, yeah. So before they chose the rooms, they were talking about like, oh, who would y'all prefer to be in a room with, and Ian mentions he's one of the members he kind of like wish he got roomed with was Sungmin. Honestly, he doesn't really express why he thinks so, but I'm assuming it's because like Sungmin is a little on the quieter side.
Well, I think also that they were both singers, so they're both vocal racha, and they were both so close in age.
Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, Woojin
And
was
Sunmin is quieter.
yeah. What I noticed about it is when they were asking it, they're like, "Oh, I definitely wouldn't want to like room with Han because I guess he's the
Because he's
messiest."
messy. Yeah.
Yeah, but none of them were just like, "Oh, I want to do room with Bang Chan or anything like that." And I'm just like, "Oh, my poor baby."
Yeah. It's
No one wants
funny
to room with him.
how all three of the oldest got to room together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I know when Lino walked in the room, he automatically knew whose room that was because of the Dragon Ball Z figurine that Chan had.
Yeah.
And the disappointment on his face is like, okay, I guess I'll be okay with it. And I think it's because like he loves Bang Chan. I know that for a fact, but the fact that I think it's because Bang Chan is more affectionate and sometimes Lino is like doesn't really show
Yeah.
affection through touch that much. He's more of a like, oh, here's some gifts or anything like that, or doing like nice things for them. But Bang Chan is more affectionate. And Woojin was talking about how one of the reasons why he probably wouldn't want to be with Bang Chan was because, he's more on the sensitive side.
Well,
But
and Bang Chan is like up all night long doing stuff.
yeah,
So, I mean, you see videos of him literally falling asleep in his chair.
yeah.
So,
But most of the time I don't even see the members in the room.
I don't know. Well, when they
Maybe it's
first moved in there, they
that
were
picture
looking
this
for
morning.
trying
He's
to
like,
set up
oh,
their own
he really
studio.
posted that?
He's like, it's
Yeah,
not me. I'm like, I was
I
like, you
know,
are
I
not as
what you
good of a
call it.
liar as you
They
may
tried
think you are.
to they used the room to create their own studio, and I think they said that they put like clothes around the kind of around the wall to like make it
Yeah,
like
pat it
resonate
down.
sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that
Plus,
was
I guess they don't need two naked people sleeping in the same room.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm not saying I know that for a fact, but it's talked about quite often, so I'm thinking it's probably true.
I know. I'd definitely like to room with Bang Chan one day.
Shame on you.
Hey, hey, hey. That
His
picture,
picture.
let me just say, that was sent out today. I know. I said, sir, it has the same hair color. It has your back. Like you're trying to tell us, Days, that we would not recognize that back and his bracelet, everything.
And the orange
Like, and that
hair
booty.
and yeah. I'm like, and that's why I told her, like, you're not that good of a liar, but okay, we'll go with that.
There are literally like quizzes that I have found one time where it literally quizzes you on the different body parts of a member to identify them with, like by like one little finger.
That's
So I mean,
excessive.
like, yeah, I'm saying
I don't
that
think about it, but I'm pretty good at picking them out for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just because all the years of photography has made me very observant. Probably not so much now. I'm always just thinking about getting something done so I can go do something fun. But
for me, my thing is that I like to try to identify them through their voice in the songs. Like Bang Chan's,
oh, I've been doing that since like a month after I found them.
yeah. Because I know like a couple of them has like similar sounding voices, but then there's also a few of them that you can definitely pick out who they are.
Yeah.
Like Felix, sometimes his voice gets a little confusing whenever he goes higher instead of using his deeper voice.
Yeah. I don't even remember. I was in a chat room or something and they were saying something. I'm like, oh, I can identify all the members, what they're when they're who's singing at that time. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. When you have no life and you're listening to them pretty much 24/7, you pick it up pretty quickly. So whatever.
But yeah, that episode basically just ends with the room arrangement. So like the first room was Han, Hyojin, Ian, Changbin. The second room was Bang Chan, Lino, and Fujin. And the last room was Felix and Sungmin.
Yeah. It was so funny when Felix walked in there and Suman was hiding behind the door. That look of disappointment on Felix's face. Oh
I
my
know,
God, I
I felt
wanted to
so
cry.
bad. I felt so bad because he was
And
just
then he
like,
was so happy.
I know. He was probably thinking like, damn, no one wanted to come in this room. But he had to know like each member fit with each of the beds, so it's not like nobody would be able to be in that room with him because the other beds were already full.
Yeah.
Someone had to be there.
Um, and it's what's funny is people don't understand that, him and Ian roomed for years together. And I'm not talking one or two. I mean, they were until, in fact, I think it was up until they separated them into two dorms that Ian and Felix roomed together. And that's why they have such a special bond. Is because, I mean, and I don't remember if it was, I think it was Ian that said that Felix is really special to him because they roomed together so much. I don't remember exactly what happened, but yeah. And he just really adores Felix. I mean, who doesn't though, really?
I know, which makes you wonder why when they brought up who would you want to room with, Ian automatically said Sungmin instead of Felix.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because him and Sunman, like I said, were vocal rachas, so they were around each other along with Woojin all the time. So I don't think he actually knew Felix as per se at that point. But then once they all got to know each other, yeah, Felix was way up there on his list. So.
Yeah, what's weird about that is that Ian and Hyojin, they said that they were they trained a lot too together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's weird that only 4 of the members ended up in the dorm and were staying together for like a good while before the other was in. I think it's because like their houses was closer to the dorms or something, the JYP company, they didn't need to move into a space like Bang Chan and Felix. Their homes were in Australia, so of course they had to move into the dorms. But and Ian's his home was like in Busan or
Yeah. It's like 2 hours away or something like that.
yeah.
Hyunjin and Sunmin and Changbin, I think, all live Seoul or Seoul adjacent. Like what we would have, oh man. What we would have in suburbs, you have the main New York and then you have like Brooklyn and Queens, blah blah. And I think it's probably kind of like that. So it's Seoul adjacent. Anyway, so because I know Hyunjin's mom would always bring food for him, but he would also bring food back for the members. Oh, I would have to watch all that stuff all over again because, yeah. But I know that Changbin brought some of the members home, and then I think Hyunjin. I don't know that Soonmin ever brought any of the members home.
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has either. I know he doesn't spend a whole lot of time at home, like way less than the other two. But I also think it's because the other two have cats and a dog, and they don't necessarily miss their family, they miss their animals. And I get that. So
Oh,
but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but and it's funny that you say that Hyunjin was with IN, because they were still in school also, and but even now Hyunjin, when he needs to talk to someone, will always go with IN rather than some of the other ones. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because they did room that time, and IN likes to listen. Like, I don't know. If we ever have a mom, I'll be sure to ask them.
but that was the end of that episode. Just their living arrangements being sorted out.
Yeah. Now let me see. Don't really have anything for lore yet, do you?
No.
That's always a hard one, because it's not even, it's based upon that person's interpretation of
Yeah, it's not
things.
even just that. It's not like one type of lore either. Like some parts of it has to do with like what they interpret that like music video is, or what they think that
Mhm.
Stray Kids meant in a song. And there's ones where they actually make lore out of it. Like they create something from it rather than like what it actually means, you know? So I'm
Yeah.
just like, it's literally broken up into multiple sections. So I'm just like, I don't know which section to focus on.
It's just like when their 5-star stuff started dropping, before they even dropped the trailers for the songs, they had that one where Felix called himself the conductor, and IN is like, I am ground, which means IN already knows who he is. Like, but I don't know how all of this, like, I don't know. It's a whole other thing going on.
Which is funny because that Ian didn't even really get into music until like I don't know, his teenage years or something.
Yeah.
Like
The only reason he got into music is because his church wanted him to sing the traditional, whatever it is that he sings that I can't remember right now to save my life. Trot. They wanted him to sing trot at church, and that's how he got into it. But he was like pre-teen, like he was older when he started, because he joined JYP at 15. No, he debuted at 15. Okay, I'm so confused.
well, actually, it says that he was inspired by EXO's Baekhyun's performance in the song Growl,
Okay.
where he actually that's when he like attended art school and where he learned to sing and dance.
Oh, so he went to performance art school. I know he
Uh-huh.
did that later on, because I think he was in it. No, I think he was brought into JYP at that same time, because he had 3 auditions with JYP. The first time was an absolute no. The second time it was like cut your hair and then come back. And then the third time he got it in.
What does that got even do with anything?
I don't
But
understand their beauty standards, so I cannot even begin to go there with you. I have no
yeah, he
idea.
joined JYP's trainee as a trainee in 2018.
Okay, so how old would he have been?
True. How is he now? I know it was like back then it was kind of weird with their age systems because they just
Yeah,
changed it in June. So like
but even under our standards, he was really young. And I know that
I think he was 15.
he talked his dad into letting him do it because he's not good in school. I don't know that he's not good in school, but he wasn't passing because I just think he just didn't care. Does that make sense? Because even after he moved over and they were training for JYP, he was not overly concerned with any kind of school, anything that was going on, like taking exams and things. He wouldn't study. And I really think I heard that he had to take math twice to graduate. So yeah, he just wanted to do other things in his life rather than go to school. So
I mean, can you blame him?
no. Took me a long time to get out of math too. Algebra
Yeah, really did.
Was not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't mine either.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Let's go to the fam section. There's been a couple of interesting things going on with the fam. Hannah's Perfect Blues music video just passed 5 million streams on YouTube, I think. And Changbin's sister has started a video thing, a vidlog. So I think I posted that in the Changbin room. Other than that, it's not really a whole lot going on. So, and she just started her vlog and already has like 4,000 subscribers. So, there's that.
I just feel so bad that they would like to start something up and like they won't even know if it's because they're doing it or if it's because of their brothers. I
Yeah.
know Hana isn't, like people actually started to love her because
Her
she's
sense of
very unique.
humor.
Yeah.
Her sense of humor is so funny. And
My
you can
favorite
see
video.
how similar they are, and yet they're not. So
I think it's
so if
because like Bang Chan has a little more filter to his work than she does.
yeah, she doesn't have a whole lot of filter going on. And she just doesn't really care. You just take her as she is. But I've also seen her with with Stay, and she's very accommodating with Stay, which is unique within itself because so many other siblings would feel I think a lot of siblings would feel slighted, that, and like you said, like they would feel like people are using them to get close to their brother or whatever. But she really took it to context when someone's like, how do you feel about your famous brother? And she's like, well, why don't you ask him what he feels like about his famous sister? I mean, that's just
Yeah, I saw that one.
her attitude towards it, which is awesome. And yeah, I just kind of fell in love with Hannah. She's
Yeah, I definitely have to say that Bang Chan is the reason how I found her, but she's
oh
the
yeah, me
reason
too.
why
Yeah.
I stayed.
Yeah. Her content is hilarious. She's funny, but her music very much encapsulates her and her attitude. I love her music. It's beautiful music. I can't wait
Her
for a full
song was
album.
very, it was definitely calming and it definitely like something to like listen to when you're alone and you're like calming. It's just a calming song.
Yeah. So props, Hannah. Um, Changbin's sister, like I said, started her new vlog. I don't She's always with friends, and I'm not even sure what she does, but there was some yoga stuff going on, and I'm like, yeah, I can't move like that anymore. Anyway.
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah. I think I posted the link in the
Yeah,
BNE.
his
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Love Stay.
okay. I
Does
thought
anybody
of nothing
Mark?
new. but I'm still going over the ones that you already have in there.
Oh,
Um,
okay. You want me to read one of the stories if I can find the room?
I can I can go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I was just gonna start from the first one because I don't think I've read that one yet.
Okay.
Um, it says, when I was younger, I loved K-pop like Blackpink and BTS because it was very popular in my school back then. Then it just disappeared, so I stopped listening to K-pop too. Like 2 or 3 years later, I found a friend and she just loved K-pop and Koreans and these things. I pretended to hate it back then, but then I didn't. Then I blocked her for a month or two, which doesn't make any sense, but
I know. I didn't try to analyze some of these stories because I'm just like, what?
But it's
Okay.
yeah, because she must have been going way overboard on the whole K-pop situation for her to even like consider blocking her over it.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Or
So
it's just a
after,
maturity thing.
yeah, I mean, yeah, she did say it was back in school. So after the 1 or 2 months, I was just chilling when I randomly unblocked her. When she discovered I unblocked her, she started sending me lots of Felix pictures and videos. See, that's what I don't understand. Like, was she waiting for her to unblock her this whole time just to send
She
her
was
stuff?
probably, yeah, she probably was. And that's probably why she blocked her to begin with, is because she was spamming her with pictures. I
Yeah,
can
that's
see
what
that.
I did that with my family. They don't block me. Says
Yeah.
I didn't like him much, but then she sent me a video of the first take of Case 143, and I love this deep voice in the song. Didn't like his pictures. His pictures are like he's an angel in those pictures.
Now some of them, I have to question what they were trying to do with him. But I
So I
mean, not
searched
that
it
he
on YouTube.
didn't look awesome and amazing, but I'm just like, well, okay. God, I hate the mullet.
I love the mullet. He looks
I
so
hate
cute in
mullets. But
it. I normally don't like those either, but he made it look so
and they're
good.
coming back with perm. Get out of there, Benny.
Then I had full YouTube on K-pop, mostly Stray Kids. I decided I'm going to search the members on Google, but I didn't like any of them. Until an edit of Hyojin came to my screen when I was scrolling on YouTube Shorts, and I just decided I'm going to love K-pop secretly again. Like, why does it have to be a secret? So I created a playlist and added all the K-pop songs I knew from the year Blackpink was popular in my school. How you like that, Lovesick Girls, Money? And I added Case 143 as well. 2 days later, I decided I can't stand that I had only one Stray Kids songs in my playlist, and I started discovering more and more songs. Now my bias is Hyojin. I'm a bigger stay than my K-pop friend, and my first ordered Ordinary album is on its way.
That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I figured that if she looked them up, she would have found other songs from them to begin with, you know?
It's not like they don't have any.
I know they have a lot. I mean, I can understand like maybe I mean, I liked a good amount of their older songs, but you know, a lot of people probably didn't like it was a little
It was
not as
very much
clean.
EDM. It was
Yeah.
pretty hardcore. Yeah. Like
So I mean, I
mosh
can
pit.
understand that, but the more songs that came out, you can like see they were starting to find like what they're getting into.
Yeah. They're just so diverse. It's I'm not a rap person. I don't like rap, but the way that they rap, it's part of the song. It's not like taking away from anything. It's an addition to. So yeah.
My favorite part of Honey rapping would actually be from the song Denim. Like there's just something about when he raps in that song. Like I'm just like, okay, I love that. And
Yeah.
Changbin's rapping overall, like, you know, I love hearing it.
What do they call it? Popcorn rap, where they bounce off of each other like boom, 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 boom. That is like,
I love when they do they are so good
wow,
at doing that stuff.
they really are. Um, the next room is our taste restaurant. The guys have been super quiet this week. I mean, I was stretching to get a minute of news on a couple of days this week. But Sunmin did say he had shabu shabu for lunch, and so there's a quick 10-minute shabu shabu hot pot that you can make at home. which I'm looking at the ingredients, and yeah, that's just not going to happen where I live. I would have to drive to like Springfield or something like that to find all the ingredients. Cabbage pancakes. I guess if you're
Um,
vegan, that's an option.
I definitely don't like cabbage to begin with, so I probably won't be eating that.
I like cabbage, but not in my pancakes. There is a new food trend that's going around in Korea or Korea, and it's I'm gonna butcher this name, Tanghulu, and it's an ancient Chinese candied fruit. So I threw it in there. I don't even remember if that had a recipe for it or not. All I can
It kind
see
of
is
looks like fruit
sugar.
on a stick. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
glazed for.
Um, I don't know what all is in that. It looks pretty easy to make. All I can see is migraine from Sugar Rush. Okay. And then the 15-minute cucumber tomato pasta salad, which could be very good, except for I can't eat tomatoes. So
I
mine
don't
would
like
not have
cucumber.
tomatoes. I like it all. I just my mouth blows up like a puffer fish. Something in tomatoes. I even tried like the low acid tomatoes, thinking it was the acid in the tomato. Nope. Nope. So I don't know what it is, but it sucks. The next thing we have is Sunshine Bakery, Mr. Felix's Sunshine Bakery. Let me see how far I went back. Oh, I dumped quite a bit in there. What is this? Oh, that's why, because Jesse put it in there, not me. I'm like, I don't remember doing this. So she added a Korean honey cookie, which looks kind of cool. I might have to check these out. Ooh, these little donuts. Sweet chewy donut balls filled with sweet red beans. Why would you put beans in a donut? Twisted Korean donuts. I am not about to attempt to say that name. Pomegranate tea. I would do that one if I found all this stuff. And then a Korean style mochi.
That's that ice cream, right? That are normally in
Um,
the.
no, they look like how do you say it? They don't look like cupcakes, but they look like some kind of something that you put in the cupcake thing.
Like dough. It looks like cookie dough or
Yeah, kind of.
flour dough. Flour dough.
Yeah, something. I added the Dash diet. That's supposed to be heart healthy. That could have gone either there or in the gym, either one, or I may have added it to both. I don't know. Super soft pumpkin cookies. I guess if you liked the cinnamon, pumpkin, spice, sugar type stuff, that's probably pretty good. And then I found a recipe on how to make your own cake flour. So
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I don't even know why that came up on my thing, but it came up, so I popped it in there. Da, da. Connected. So Bubble, like I said, has been very quiet, mainly because Lee No just doesn't like us anymore, I guess. He just doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Makes me
I just need
sad.
a break from y'all right now.
Well, but tell us you're gonna take a break. Now we're all sitting here worrying, and then they had that accident, and I'm just like, okay, if they hadn't have had that Tommy Hilfiger thing the day before, I'd have been hitting that group chat with I need proof of life that Leno is still with us on this earth, because I did that when Channy was on his break, but we knew what was going on with Channy. He told us, and the whole Moonbin thing, and so we understood that. But
Well, he told us like
still,
weeks after.
yeah, like I think we were pretty we were struggling at first, because I remember going in group chat and being like, guys, I need proof of life, man, because there was a lot of us that was extremely concerned. We have absolutely no right to be concerned, but still going to be concerned. Insta, I forgot to put Henjini's Insta thing. I'll do it tomorrow in the news because I had like I don't even know how many pictures from Global Citizen. It was a lot. um Soonman has been active. Hani was pretty active last night after the show. He didn't say a whole of the stuff he was saying. I don't know where it came from. He started talking about the galaxy and blah blah blah. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, I was learning about that too.
yeah, it was
Like
really weird. It's like I don't know what he's talking about nor where he's going with
maybe it's
this.
because I think they were talking about Changpin taking something like he was doing something with an iPhone, and people were saying like, oh, he just secured them like that Galaxy or Samsung deal, and here he is like using an iPhone and kind of messing it up. So I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm clueless. I have no idea. Let me see. Channing his picture that doesn't exist according to him, and Leno's complete silent. There was a question in community that I saw that somebody did ask Soonman about Leno and if he was okay, and all Soonman said was cat. Yep, that's kind of where I went with that. I'm like, what? So
I'm like
I
trying to
guess
think of all like the facts of
I
a
know
cat. So
it's
like, hey,
Felix has been super quiet since his birthday, but I think it's just because he's busy. He's got 3 million things going on and they are all in different directions. But his and Neon's song just dropped, the music video. What is that? No problem. No problem.
yeah, it
The
was
song
actually
has
pretty
been
good. I
the
loved
song
it.
has been out for a while because I already had it down on my playlist and stuff, and I liked it. It was really good. But I think the music video just now dropped, and so that's what he's been doing. Plus, some people that are kind of stalkery got pictures of him. He was dressed up, had a tie, like a waiter is what it looked like to me, but they took pictures of him out on this balcony. So he's got stuff going on. We don't know what it is. He is not giving us any hints because nothing's going on his
So they
bubble.
got stalkers, and we still don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these people I seriously am like, did you have to take that picture? Or it's not even taking the picture, it's sharing it. It's like taking it for your own. I can see, but you're like putting it all out there.
If I were to ever bump into any of the members, my thought process would not even think to pull my phone on and take a picture. I barely even remember to take pictures of my daughter when something happened.
Yeah. That's why I'm like they're kind of stalkery because they're already ready for it and they're probably just standing there waiting for it. I just don't have that time. I probably could have that time, but I have other things I would rather do. So
I
I'm not
definitely
going to
don't have.
make that time. Han, Felix is quiet. Suman's still been pretty good. I know he went home for his birthday and his sister made him a cake. It was super cute. IN has been saying some very questionable things about rolling around, laying down, rolling around. But he was talking about fall and autumn and the leaves falling, and he likes to walk on the leaves and make them crunch and stuff. But then he said, I think I'll lay down and roll around. And I'm like,
You know what? It seems like the members have becoming both more possessive and more affectionate.
yeah,
Have you noticed that? Like, what is
yeah.
going on? Maybe they're just like the fandom is growing and like, or maybe like these new groups coming out and they're just like, oh no, we gotta like protect what's ours.
Yeah, and then was it IN or Felix that
It
said
was
that
Ian. It was Ian.
yeah, that something about don't listen to other artists or idols or something like that. And I'm
Don't
yeah,
bubble
because
other idols.
yeah, don't yeah. I was just like, ooh, a bit possessive there, aren't we? But sometimes you just wouldn't mind being possessed by somebody like that.
No, I do not
Comedy
mind that at
Club.
all.